Kwa hivyo hapa karibuni, in the next week or so, zile bursaries zimebaki tutazipeana so that watoto waweze kusoma. Maneno ya security, najua kumekuwa na shida kidogo, tumeona, lakini nimekaa chini na led by our chairman wa security, who is the county commissioner, very good leadership. Tumekaa pamoja na tumeongelelea vile tutaweza make sure hizi issues za security zimekuwa resolved, na tuwe na county yenye kila mtu ako secure kwa kazi yake, ama anapotoka from point A to B wako secure. So just know, as a county, we are very well seized of the issue. We are working on it. Our county police commander pia kona sisi, DCI, criminal investigation, sisi wote AP, tuko wote pamoja as a group, security team, na tunafanya everything we can to bring to order wenye wakamatwe wenye wanafanya hii maneno mbaya, na wenye wanaua watu pia wapelekwe ndani, wahukumiwe, wakae huko ndani for the rest of their lives. We cannot entertain that. Si ndio hiyo? Haya, nikimalizia maneno ya title deeds, najua tuko na shida kidogo ya title deeds across Nakuru County. It has been an issue miaka yote, lakini we are working na national government, especially for those wenye wako settlement schemes, to make sure title deeds zimetoka. Kama huko Ndodori, I know you are very close to my heart on those issues, Bahati everywhere na county yote in general. So hapa karibuni, you will see us issuing titles. Maji, nilikuja kwenyu nikitafuta kazi ya ugavana, nikawaambia wamama wangu lazima niwatoe mtungi kwa mgongo. Na I hope you have seen the amount of money and amount of work tumefanya kwa maji, na tutaendelea kufanya hivyo, not only just doing boreholes, but making sure we have piped, making sure ziko na solar so that you don't have high light bills, na pia hiyo tunaendelea nayo kabisa. Vile mheshimiwa leo amesema, nimeongea na Ken, the CEO environment, maneno ya floka, so that through the committees of floka, mupe priority tafadhali the desilting of those dams, so watu waweze kupata maji. Na hiyo itaendelea kabisa, na tunaendelea na hiyo. Barabara, najua tuna shida ya mabarabara, especially wakati kulikuwa kunanyesha, so tunagojea mvua iishe, but as kwenye hakuna mvua sana, tunaendelea kutengeneza. So hapa karibuni you will see that we shall do a lot with the roads, so that muweze kumove around from point A to point B. Sasa sitawachokesha sana, najua mumekaa for quite a while, si ndio? Nilikuwa tunataka kutaja kidogo hapa Bahati specifically. Yes boss, hapa Bahati specifically, construction ya ECD classes inaendelea na water tank huko Jacaranda School, rehabilitation of the coffee factory at Motugati Farmers Cooperative Society, grading and maraming ya roads through imarisha barabara within all the 5 wards za Nakuru, za Bahati, Lanetu Moja, Kabatini, Kiamaina, Bahati nimesema. Haya, na Dondori. Haya, renovation, construction of 2 lecture rooms at Wamunyoro, Wanyororo. At Wanyororo Vocational Training Center, including fencing. Hapana, niko kwa Ruto siku zote. Haya, renovation and equipping Rogoro Dispensary Maternity in Kabatini, installation of street lights across Kabatini Ward, completion of Engashura Health Center. Na by the way, my writer of this speech is fired. Completion of Engashura Health Center, installation of high-mast street lights in Kiamunyeki, Makutano, Moifoses, Tiger Road, Kichinjio Road, Remdik Stop, Mtabi, and Degendimu. Construction of the Jerusalem Bridge, Mireroni. Construction of boda shades in Kabatini. Purchasing and distribution of avocado seedlings across the sub-county. So, mumesikia hiyo maneno, hiyo ni kazi tunafanya kazi. Neturaruta wera kana tutiraruta. Unajua sometimes unaenda mahali wananchi wanasema hata hakuna kitu mumefanya. Isho the damu dhomera hea maheni. Si ni kazi inaendelea. Kwa hivyo mshikilie serikali nayo kazi iweze kufanyika. Si ndio hiyo? So nilikuwa namalizia nikisema asanteni sana, you have been very good people. Watu wazuri sana, imekuwa easy kufanya kazi because you support us. Hata wakati kulikuwa na kelele kidogo hapa na pale, mulinishikilia bado. Kana ne mwahorire? Atumia? Mwekuo? na githe mutikio wera witu kwa hindo nie mwendaga ati tondu ndi gavana ndikuruta wira ucio na githe to muhaka arafu ndimurie ri na githe mutio ene ni gavana oguo madagitari mothe ma county makoragwo rungu rwakwa na nurses othe me rungu rwakwa mwendaga kweri mangorwo metha iguru ndagitari ucio akinduta mwana arafu twathie micemania ndoro oguo aranyona nginya na kuu theinie kana mwendaga atia na githe tikio ndaugire ndihithe thoni hanini no nie no ngumwakira maternity njega nigetha make sure ona inyue facility ile ona nie ingiona ona inyue ni mukuhota kugia na munyitirire na githe mutionire ngiracirio ta miaka 10 mithiru kai ndaracagirio thie ngeke atia mucii ai aya oguo munyitirire na githe tiguo so nikimaliza mpaka mwisho si hata siku hiyo ingine mtatukumbuka. Sasa nikienda kuketi igua ihaha mojigue nikienda kuketi mnastuka kwa nini? Ona hawa wanaume wanacheka, si hata mabibi zenyu wote wako na watoto. Ni shida nikipata mtoto kana mureda nyiga tu hata wanasema niongeze ingine miaka nayo imekataa. Sasa haya, sasa si ninaenda kuketi ili sasa tusikie speech, lakini si mnajua kweli mama ya watu anatembeaga tu hivi na kiondokea mtio huo. Si lazima mjue mama alikuwa area, si ndio? Lakini nataka hivi tusikize kwa utaratibu the speech, tukae tu chini. Mimi nimepiga ngeta mheshimiwa Gikaria, ndamurifarifa mrembo, ndamwera riu tukiwa pamoja kama viongozi hazituwezi kuja hivi tu nini, si ndio? Na wakanisaidia kidogo pia, si ndio? So that sasa tukipangana mjue ni sisi wote. Nikimalizia, dada yangu mrembo nemo monyitereire, mumemshikilia, nataka mumusupport kabisa. Mimi nimepitia lami na sijaona lami hapa kwetu before. Ginya gari leo udona inaenda Nywe, si ndio? Hata ninaona pahali nimesoma anaitwa Mama Lami. Ruwa kwetu mrembo mama. Nikisema mrembo mnaniambia Mama Lami. Mrembo. Arafu nikegege mreda. Hai mwedaga atia. Na kabla nisahau, pia kuna affordable housing hapa Bahati. Mama yao. Haya, na nilikuwa narudi hapo. Ngoja, nilikuwa niketi hata nilikuwa nimemaliza nikaona hiyo ni siwezi kaa chini bila kuambia. Haya, na pia affordable housing. Mnajua hapa Bahati tuko na affordable housing. Mutikihorera national government makofi tu. Mnajua sometimes ni vizuri, unajua let me tell you, hata kwa Bible. I may not know the verse, lakini najua kuna verses on gratitude. Kugane thank you, si ndio? Tusiwe watu hawasemi asanti. Tusiwe watu munasikiza propaganda mukare mwoginya kuona kiria mwekeirwo. Niguo andu a Bahati munanisikiza? Kae kaugage thie thia atia. Munanisikiza? Nataka nisikie munanisikiza. So tusiwe watu wenye hawana asanti. Hata kwa Bible inasema ukisema asanti utaongezewa more, si ndio? Naona mahoya na thimutiajagia na kwira Ngai ni thengio. Ona ithuĩ tutikire president ni thengio ni maria tuteithĩtie namo. Tondu ona mbeca iria ndĩ nacio cia county kuruta wĩra rĩ kaĩ ndutaga kũ? Si ninatoa huko juu kwa president. Hiyo wakati ikifika 2027, si wenye wanatudanganya hapa watakuja watuambie what they'll do for us. Na sisi tutakuja tuseme what we have done. Kweli gemuroro gwe inyuĩrĩ. Gemurora. No, unaweza pia nunua propaganda ya mtu tu kusema Ruto must go. That is the only propaganda. Atikiria tu murenderio ni kwirwo tu Ruto must go. Atikiria murenderio ni kwirwo one term. Handu haurie mundu atuthondekere barabara. Mundu ena plan ireko cia mai. Mundu ena plan ireko cia thibitari. No utangikiuga one term. ona ihe cia primary ikiuga one term. Kwa hivyo na ithuĩ mumenye twĩ na ikuru, si ndio? Sasa nataka munisikize kidogo hapa. Mnanielewa? Nikio ndiracoka kameme hanini aya matige kunjigua ũrĩa ndĩrauga. Wama hatuelewani? Tunaelewana? Inyuĩ andũ a Nakuru County. Tutikuo na kĩondo ũguo tukuo tutagwĩciria. Ithuĩ nĩ ithuĩ tũĩ gwathũka, nĩ ithuĩ tũmenyaga gũthũkagĩra kũ. Kana atĩa? Ũguo mũtigakuo haha mũthiĩ mũkiugaga one term ndũ. Tũcoke gwathũka, nĩ muonire Gĩthumo? Nĩ muonire andũ acio maraire stadium metereire mũnene amarĩrie? Mũrenda tũikio nja ta Gĩkũyũ, andũ aya angĩ othe manyitane twĩroragĩre twĩ nja? Nĩ mũkwenda ũguo kweri? Thirikari twethe, tondũ ndarĩ na inyuĩ tũgĩetha thirikari ĩno. Twethe thirikari mũndũ acoke atwĩre tume thirikari tũingĩre mũtitũ. Tũtige ikĩrĩo nĩ arĩa angĩ. Tũtikinyĩtie ũrimũ hau. Nĩ mũranyita andũ aitũ? Ũguo tuga ithuĩ ta Nakuru County tũtikwarĩrĩria county iria ingĩ. Tũtikwarĩrĩria Central. Tũraria ta Nakuru County arĩa me Rift Valley. Ithuĩ tũgathikĩrĩria cera cia mũndũ hingo ĩyo yakinya. No tha ici twĩ na thirikari twethire. Tũtigakorwo irimũ, twĩrute nja, tũingĩre mũtitũ, tũtige ng'ombe itũ ĩgĩkamwo nĩ arĩa angĩ. Kana atĩa? Na githĩ tiguo? Na githĩ tũtirenda tũthondekerwo bara ya Mau Summit, Rironi Mau Summit? Na githĩ mũtireraga bara mũgĩthiĩ Nairobi? Inyuĩ nĩ mũĩ no ũkorwo mũticeraga mũno. Mũrĩ mwathiĩ na gũkũ Nyĩrĩ mũkona barabara ciao ũrĩa ciĩ njake. Na ithuĩ tũtirĩ na bara. Tũcoke tũmarũmĩrĩre na tũtirĩ na bara. Tũtũre tũraraga bara, tũmũgĩthiĩ Nairobi tũtikomaga bara. Rĩmwe mũgĩthiĩ Naivasha ũkarara bara. Wamarũmĩrĩria na ndũrorio kĩũria atĩ okĩrĩ ũrauga nĩ one term cia ndũ. Cia gwĩka atĩa? Nĩ mũrenda Itare Dam tondũ Nakuru twĩ thĩna wa maĩ. Nĩ mũwĩra Nyĩrĩ kwĩ maĩ maingĩ na fresh na mega. Ithuĩ tũtirĩ maĩ. Nĩ mwanjia kugĩrĩria mũnene. Mũkũruta kũ maĩ? Mũndũ acoke oke haha mwĩre anga President Ruto must go. Nĩ tũkũnyua President Ruto must go? Kana nĩ maĩ tũrenda? Mũrenda maĩ kana President Ruto must go? Ũguo mũndũ oka haha ndagatũretere siasa cia wana tũtikwenda. Nakuru twĩ thirikari-inĩ na tũikare thirikari-inĩ. 2027 magoka matwĩre marenda atĩa na agenda ciao nĩ kĩĩ? Na wanga ona higuo nĩ njũĩ matikahota tondũ wĩra ũrĩa tũgakorwo tũrutĩte nĩ wĩra ũkearĩrĩria. Kana atĩa? Nĩguo nĩ nyone na moko twĩ hamwe biũ. Na nĩ ndĩramuona twĩ hamwe biũ. Tũrute wĩra na kĩ? Na thirikari nginya nĩ mwatũma thigine. So, nawapenda sana. Ngai nĩ mwega. Tũthikĩrĩrie kĩrĩa tondũ tũrĩ andũ wega ataratibu wega. Twarĩkia niĩ na mama yao, Mama Lami, na baba yao, our incoming senator. Hau nĩ mwaigua? Ndirona ta mwaigua. Twĩna Mama Lami na incoming senator. Na tondũ ũrĩa wĩkuona ndoĩ wĩra wa senator nĩkĩ tiga gũtinda agĩka atĩrĩ. Tũgũkorwo na mũndũ ũremenya. Mũndũ wĩ hakiri njega. Na githĩ tiguo? Ũguo nĩke tũthomerwo, coke rĩu tũcoke haha, tupangane, arabu tũinũke, tuge nĩ thengio, tũthiĩ na mbere kũhoyanĩra, na atumia mũtigũgĩũka nĩgetha tũkĩrĩe njahĩ. Aya, thank you very much. God bless you. Sasa nataka tusimame tu dakika moja sisi wote. Tumuite our chief guest hapa leo, Mheshimiwa the County Commissioner of Nakuru County, Daktari Kibara, akuje atuletee hotuba. Is that the word? From the President of the Republic of Kenya. Nawapenda sana. Asanteni. Thank you. Karibu sisi.
Tunaweza keti tafadhali. Our governor, Her Excellency Susan Kihika, the Deputy Governor Honorable Kones, Mheshimiwa wetu hapa Irene Mulembo. Mnajua wakati nilikuja hapa nikasikia mheshimiwa anaitwa Mulembo, mimi niliona kama ni matani, mpaka nikaitisha kitambulisho chake, nikaona anaitwa Irene Joki Mulembo. Mheshimiwa Gekaria ambaye ni rafiki yetu kutoka Nakuru East, MCA wa hapa Madam Lea, naona Nduale pia na waheshimiwa wengine hapa, County Security Committee, Sub County Security Committee, wafanyikazi wa National Government, wafanyikazi wa County Government, kuna kwaya ile inatoka kwa Kenya Bureau of Standards, kuna bandi yetu hii inatoka Kenya Prison Service, wananchi wetu watukufu, vijana wa mama, watu wetu wa kanisa, wale walituombea, wale walitutumbuiza hapa, nataka kuwasalimu. Amjamboni. Nipeni ruhusa in a short some few minutes, kabla hii chakula ya gavana haijakaa sana na tunaingoja. I read the speech from His Excellency the President, of which we had a guest, Dr. Natasa, the President of the Republic of Slovenia. It gives me immense pressure, joy to be back in the county of endless potential. Sherehe zilikuwa kule Homa. Has been 62 eventful years since we took this historic step towards full independence, and through hard work, determination, and self-belief, we have defied odds, surmounting challenges, trampled over diversity, and emerged as a modern democratic states whose government and economy are energized by relentless ambition of the confident citizen. Our forefathers knew, as we do, that we the people are foundational pillar and engine of this nation, and that only we can do the work of building Kenya that we want. More critically, we understand keenly that this country is our home and we have no other home. This is why whenever we go all over the world, Kenyans never forget their homeland and vigorously contribute to national building. We are actually aware that although we have given a decent account of ourselves since the first Madaraka Day, we are quite far from where we ought to have reached. It is time for us to reflect on the state of our collective self-belief as a people, because without it, we lose all the opportunities that come with Madaraka. We all know that Kenya is not short of imaginative strategies and borrowed vision. In fact, so good are some of our plans that other countries have successfully implemented them and achieved impressive progress. Our biggest problem has always been one of the implementation and execution. The faith to believe in our plans for change, the courage to execute, and the patience and focus to get it done. Some do not believe that we deserve the good that come with positive changes. Others think we are too poor or even in the wrong part of the world. Yet still others do not want to changes that benefit our ordinary people or make life better for everyone. Today, change except us, and that the only way to build Kenya we want is by embracing change. However uncomfortable it may seem at first, and that we must possess the self-belief individually and collectively to approach our task boldly, confidently, and with determination in order to deliver new, more, and better sooner than later. Ladies and gentlemen, over the 2.5 years ago, we embarked on an ambitious journey of national renewal powered by a bottom-up economic transformation agenda and rooted in the will and sovereign concept of the people of Kenya. Bottom-up is not just a mere slogan. Today, it is a lived reality for millions of Kenyans, transforming lives and reshaping destitutes across the country day by day. This agenda is an expression of deeper yearning among Kenya to take control of their own fate and break free from the long history of hopelessness, the dependency, and exclusion. This renewal of our commitment to deliver on the fundamental mandate of Madaraka is inspired by the ensuring spirit of self-determination, through which we vowed to give ourselves not only to what was denied to us during colonialism, but also what every citizen and every human being deserves: liberty, dignity, security, and opportunity. Madaraka affirms our collective faith shared across generations of Kenyans patriots, and through hard work, innovation, and resilience of our farmers, traders, youth, workers, and professionals will arise to the occasion. With the strength of our imagination and efforts, we can and must transform this nation with the imagination of our own mind and the work of our own hands. I speak to you today with deep conviction that our country is firmly on the path to stability and progress. We have weathered turbulent times, navigated serious challenges, and through courageous policy decision pursued with resolve, we have not only stabilized our economy, but also chartered a clear course of long prosperity. Since August 2022, Kenya has recorded an average annual growth rate of 5%, outperforming the global average of 3.3% and the regional average of 3.8%. Just last month, the International Monetary Fund projected our GDP to reach US dollars 132 billion. That is 17 trillion, making us the largest economy in our region and the 6th largest in Africa. At the same time, inflation declined sharply from 9.6% in October 2022 to 4.1% in April this year, well below our 5% target, and bringing welcome relief to households and businesses. This reflects the strength of our economic fundamentals and the impact of our bold reforms. During the same period, the shilling appreciated nearly by 20% against the US dollar, from 162 Kenyan shillings to 129, making it one of the best performing currencies in the world. The central bank rate has decreased from 13% to 10%, lowering the cost of borrowing and inspiring private sector activities. Additionally, our foreign exchange reserve now stands at US dollar 10 billion, extending our import cover from 2.4 to 4 months. Ladies and gentlemen, the affordable housing program stands a powerful symbol of socio-economic transformation underway across Kenya. Just last week, I had the privilege of handing over keys to the first 1,080 social housing units in the new Mukuru Kwanjenga estate in Nairobi. As I said then, while it was a life-changing moment for the new homeowners, it was equally one of the most profound and consequential day in my political career as to witness how a deliberating government policy can uplift lives, restore dignity, and offer hope to communities that have long lived on the margin of our society, vulnerable, forgotten, and neglected. It also marked a proud milestone for Kenya and demonstrated that ambitious national program can successfully implemented to deliver tangible benefit to ordinary citizens and fundamentally reshape our understanding of the meaningful change. To see families move from one hardship of overcrowded slum to a relative comfort of permanent homes, complete with electricity, running water, and clean cooking gas, was a powerful reminder of what pro-people policies can deliver and the great things we can achieve together when we focus on our thoughts and energy on possibilities and action rather than obstacles and doubt. A little over 2 years ago, many were skeptical when we said that ordinary Kenyans could begin owning homes through a rent-to-own model using the same amount they paid in rent. Today, that borrowed promise is being fulfilled. We saw the joy of Njelusha Mudhoni, a mother of 3, grandmother of 4, and a second-hand clothes trader from Mukuru Kwaruben, as he stepped into her new home. Here in Homabay, the county of endless potential, just 2 days ago, I had the pleasure of handing over keys to the first occupants of 110 affordable housing units at Imbomayangu Housing Estate, among the proud new owners. 23 of some of whom are with us today were Kennedy Otieno Odede and Bodaboda Laida, Helen Atieno Osala, Amama Samaki, and a new modern fish market. Geoffrey Odhiambo Nyasuda, a Juakali fabricator, and Vincent Ochieng Onyango, a security guard. The journey of the new homeowners like Njelusha Mudhoni wa Mukuru, Kennedy Odede in Homabay, and thousands of others across the country, from the dehumanizing squalor of informal settlements to the security and the proud of permanent homes, stands as a powerful testament to the transformation promise of the bottom-up empowerment. They prove that with vision and resolve, courage and conviction, we can lift even the most of the forgotten among us into lives of dignity, hope, and limitless possibility. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't understand what we meant by bottom-up, now you do. If you didn't believe, now you can see. And if you thought it was fantasy as contributors to the housing levy, you are now witnessing and making history that will be remembered for generations to come in the history of Kenya. We are a family on the course of delivering 150 housing units under the affordable housing program, which have been under construction since September 2022, with 11,000 units already completed. Very soon, I shall be handing over keys to new home owners in Bahati, where we are, and Elobagon in Nakuru County, Mabera in Kuria West, Engweni in Nandi, Milimani in Kakamega, and the Vihiga counties, Nanyuki, and many other parts of the country. The bottom-up transformation is reaching every corner of Kenya, leaving no one behind. Beyond providing dignified shelter, this transformative program is driving job creation, having already generated over 250 jobs. It is nothing short of the nation-building revolution, uplifting lives, growing businesses, and redefining the future of work and urban living in Kenya. Fellow Kenyans, in recognition and appreciation of sacrifice made by the patriotic Kenyans through their contribution to the housing levy, I am pleased to announce today that we shall be proposing to Parliament a reform law that will allow any contributor to access an affordable home loan of up to 5 million at a single-digit interest rate. This facility will also enable the contributors to offset existing mortgages, offering greater flexibility in their home's journey and allowing many to significantly ease their home financing cost. Their reform will ensure that every shilling contributed to the housing levy works for the contributor, whether through access to affordable housing, home loan, or a mortgage relief. Ladies and gentlemen, word is beginning to get out throughout the nation that SHA is working, by which citizens mean that the transition challenge and the teething problems are now behind us. The universal health care coverage is now serving Kenyans and leaving nobody behind. Since the rollout of the Taifa Care in October 2024, 23 million Kenyans have so far registered with the Social Health Authority, and the resounding vote of confidence in our reformed health model. We are now recording an average of 50,000 new registration daily, a clear testament to the fact that Kenyans have embraced a system designed to guarantee access to quality, affordable, and dignified health for all. In just 80 months, SHA had disbursed 443 billion in claim to facilities, with 4.5 million Kenyans having received treatment fully covered by SHA since its inception. For the first time, Kenya in history, under the SHA, citizens can access free emergency services in all facilities funded by the government through the energy, critical, and clinical funds. This groundbreaking reform is eliminating the burden of mandatory deposit demanded by hospitals. To sustain this momentum, the government has allocated sufficient funds to fully fund primary health services. Every registered Kenyan can now access care in public SHA contracted facility at no cost. Taifa Care is universal, both word and deed. This health care service delivery transformation goes beyond the magnitude of the numbers of the new beneficiaries to real impact. SHA is settling payment promptly, ensuring that no Kenya is turned away due to lack of funds. Additionally, to expand access to comprehensive inpatient care, the Social Health Authority is prioritizing the enrollment of all Kenyans, with a particular focus on the informal sector, many of whom were previously excluded under the new deficient National Health Insurance Fund. Although informal households account for approximately 80% of the population, they have historically faced significant barriers to accessing health insurance. So far, 1.7 million informal sector households have successfully enrolled and paid for social health insurance, a record achievement representing the highest number of informal sector enrollment in a single year in the history of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, to address the persistent challenges such as regular premium contributions among informal sector workers, we are introducing an innovative and inclusive payment solution called Lipa SHA Pole Pole. This initiative enables Kenyans to remit their annual SHA contribution through flexible, manageable installation, whether monthly, weekly, or even daily, based on their financial ability. It ensures families maintain continuous health coverage without financial strain, while simultaneously promoting the sustainability of health insurance fund. Lipa SHA Pole Pole has been made possible through a strategic partnership between the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Cooperatives, and the Ministry of Small Scale and Medium Enterprises, mobile network operators, and financial institutions through the Hazla Fund. The system is simple and accessible. Citizens can dial *147# and follow the prompt to enroll and then begin their contribution immediately. In addition to enhancing access to health insurance, we have prioritized the availability of essential medical equipment in public health facilities, moving away from the previous managed equipment services model, which placed maintenance and service delivery responsibility solely on county government. We have adopted a more efficient approach under the National Equipment Supply Program. Under this new model, The national government, working in collaboration with the county governments, engages directly with equipment manufacturers and suppliers to deploy critical medical equipment based on county-specific needs. Payments are made on free-for-service basis, aligned with the gazetted SHA tariff. This outpatient-based financing mechanism ensures that facilities are reimbursed only for the actual service rendered, thereby enhancing accountability and guaranteeing the availability, functionality, and quality of the medical service across the health institutions. I urge every Kenyan to take charge of their health by enrolling with the social health authority so that together we can end the heartbreaking cycle where families are forced to auction their livestock, sell their land or part of their life possession just to afford medical care. No Kenyan should have to choose between life-saving treatment and their dignity. Let us unite to build a healthcare system rooted in dignity, equality, and compassion. A system where access to health care is right, not a privilege for the few. You will agree with me, fellow Kenyans, that the remarkable progress we are making in both affordable housing and Taifa Care have been made possible by solidarity, trust, and commitment with which Kenyans have participated in and contributed to the realization of the radical positive change of the unprecedented scale. The evidence before us of real progress with the real impact on people's lives could encourage and inspire us to do even more together with greater confidence and to turn Kenya into a country we aspire to build. I extend my deepest gratitude to the millions who housing levy contribution are restoring dignity to fellow citizens who may never have dreamt of owning a decent home. I also thank all who support SHA and are helping turn our vision of health, universal health coverage into a lived reality for millions across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, through strategic interventions in agriculture, we are accelerating both growth and resilience in the sector. Fertilizer subsidies have boosted food production by 50%, while reforms in coffee, sugar have revived their local industries and enhanced farmers' income, created and regulated rural economies. Today, milk farmers are earning 50 shillings per liter, up from 35. Coffee farmers are earning 150, a remarkable increase from 65. Tea earnings rose from 138 billion in 2022 to 215 in 2024. Sugar production from 490,000 metric tons in 2023 to 815,000 metric tons in 2024, enabling us to reduce sugar imports by 70%.